fans, this is TheSkullKlown.
Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown, here to talk about Jerome not being the Joker. Cameron Monaghan, I hope I'm saying his right, I always fuck up his last name. Cameron literally said that Jerome Velasquez, his character, is not the Joker. Then, you know, Twitter went crazy, and Bubba Talk just talked about it. I'm watching this video right now, almost done with it. And I recently just watched, obviously, Juice in the Box also. And these are one of my favorite YouTubers to watch about Gotham. If you haven't watched them, go look for them. They're really great. This is just my opinions of how could they do this. And also I'm trying to think of a way how could they say that, no, Jerome is not Joker, he's just an inspiration for the person that is to come. I remember when I first heard that, the very first time I heard that, because it's not my first time hearing it, but when I first heard that, I was like, what the fuck are these writers doing? Are they stupid? Are they even a Batman fan? Are they even a comic book fan? What the fuck is gone with these writers? But then I started thinking, wait, maybe they can still bring back the true Joker. Now, a lot of people will be like, what are you talking about? Isn't Jerome the true Joker? You know how they say that, oh, Jerome is not the true Joker, he's just the person that inspires the Joker? I was thinking of this. Now, this is a stretch, and if you love it, people, share it, love it, share it to everybody. Even share it to the freaking Gotham people, too. But this is just my theory of how Jerome is not the Joker. So Jerome is pretending to be the Joker, but maybe, I think I said this before too, maybe one day, all of a sudden, there's a person that comes to Gotham that's related to Jerome, which is maybe, you can say brother or cousin. I would say cousin, because that would make more sense, because if you say brother, people will just say, okay, you didn't mention that you had a brother, dude, you know, so if you said cousin, then it would have made sense, you know, that maybe you can explain why his cousin came. It could just be like that. It'd be cool. It'd be like, alright, this person that's Jerome's cousin comes to Gotham, mainly because he found out that what his cousin did, he went to jail, so he went to Blackgate, well, Arkham, and he was like, okay, so he's fine. Then he escaped, then he goes back to Gotham and tries to stop his cousin, or tries to be like, yo, cuz, what the fuck are you doing? Tries to wake him up or something. And once he sees Jerome takes him in, obviously. He doesn't brainwash him and everything like that. No, he doesn't do that. He just takes him in, he acts Joker-ish, and he'd be like, hey, cousin, and all that. You know, he just takes him almost under his wing, but not really. He just takes him around everywhere, but he won't kill him and all that. He would just act Joker-ish, and his cousin would just be like, God, why am I even here with this guy, you know? Or you can do a thing where Jerome and his cousin all almost like the same thing, you know, like maybe they grew up with each other with poor families, and they were like, you know what, fuck these people, and then, you know, they were planning, maybe one kills the other, and then one kills the other, you know, maybe they planned that, and then, again, so many possibilities, but more of a saying that I want to get to the end here when, you know, how does Jerome inspire the person? His cousin, technically, if this is the theory. How he inspires the other person to become the Joker, this is how I would do it, even though I don't know if people will like it, but this is how I would do it. I will have Jerome, obviously you hype him up as a Joker, and you bring his cousin in, and his cousin would be named Jack Napier. Yes, his name, Jerome's cousin would be called Jack Napier, which is the Joker's true name. And then something happens between maybe Bruce and Jerome, and then his cousin comes in, and maybe he sees all of a sudden Bruce leaves for something, you know, maybe because obviously he beat Jerome and he left, you know, kind of like what we saw last time. And Jerome tries to get up, and then, you know how they say, oh, they chop his head off. Maybe this time they would chop his head off. That would piss a lot of people off. But get this, they kill Jerome, and his blood splats all over his cousin's face, and he's like, it gets splattered all over his face, and then Jerome falls in his cousin's arms. He falls in his arms, he looks at his cousin, and Jerome is just dead laughing. And then he's just looking at his cousin like this, with blood and everything, almost like a recreation of the alleyway of when Bruce's parents died, almost recreating that, almost like that. And then you just have his cousin, you know, you just have Jack Napier, Jerome's cousin, just being like, huh. You know, just start laughing and laughing and laughing. And then all of a sudden, maybe Gordon or Bruce will come in and try to comfort him or something like that. It's like, Jack, are you okay? And then all of a sudden, you turn around and all of a sudden, this is all cut. That's what I would have done. All of this is all cut. Instead of him already having the cringy smile, I would just have this cut. And then either Jim Gordon or Jerome or Bruce will look at Jack Napier and like, oh my God, what the heck happened? And then all of us. That's how we do it. I know it's kind of like the way I kind of stuttering a little bit. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm trying to think of how this theory could work. I would just have Jerome lay on Jack Napier's hands and have him just laugh. The blood is all over his face. Jerome's blood is all over Jack Napier's face. And he starts laughing his ass off because now he is the Joker. He is laughing because everything that he saw what his cousin did affected him so much that he just became the Joker. And most people might not like that. But it's the next best thing that we could just get than just being like, oh, whatever probably Gotham's going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. We just need to wait and find out. But this theory is pretty not bad. At the end, while Jack Napier is laughing and everything like that, and he's holding Jerome's body, they would take Jack, obviously. They will put him in Blackgate. And at the end of the show, you would have Bruce and Jim Gordon talking to each other. Maybe, you know, Bruce would tell Gordon what happened, or Gordon would tell Bruce what happened. Either way, and it pans out saying that, you know, maybe Jerome would never die. Maybe he will just live on forever. And then all of a sudden, it pulls back and it shows Jack Napier in the cell, and he's just smiling. He's just smiling with his messed up mouth because he cut it. That's how crazy he got. He got so crazy that once Jerome fell in his hands and blood went in his face, he was just like, the closest, sharpest thing that he grabbed, he just went like that. The closest, sharpest thing he had. He just went like that, went to Arkham Asylum, and he's just smiling his ass off, and he's having a great time inside that cell. And then all of a sudden, you see High Heels walking to the cell, walking in a cute little New York voice, says, "I'd like to talk to you, Mr. J." And then that is how you end that episode. I actually like it, the way I thought of it, but I don't know how fans will react to it. Me, I love it because it's you kind of get two of the best things. People will say, oh, how come Jerome is not the Joker? And then other people will be like, Jerome is not the Joker? The fuck? He's not... Why is he even called the Joker? Why did they call him Jerome, you know? So you get both people saying this and that. But I believe if this theory is happening, you can probably make people happy. I don't know. What do you guys think about this theory? You think it's alright? You think it could hold some water? But to me, I like it. I think it would make sense if Jerome does have a cousin named Jack Napier, comes to Gotham, tries to stop his cousin, then Jerome dies and the blood of Jerome is all over his Jack Napier's face, and he grabs the sharpest thing and cuts himself, and he makes the smile. And it's not just here to here, it's all the way here. His smile needs to be up to here, like the Arkham Asylum smile, yeah, like that. I want a smile like that, not just like this or like this. It needs to be up to ear to ear, in my opinion. That's just me. And that's how I will end the episode. I will end the episode with Harley Quinzel knocking on Jack Napier's cell and saying, "Can I call you Mr. J, or can I speak to you, Mr. J?" Mainly because Mr. J means Mr. Jack Napier, you know? I would have, I don't know how everyone feels about it. I like it. Tell me what you guys think about this theory down below. Comment, link, subscribe. Don't forget to share this video. And if you want to tell, you know, Juice in the Box and Bubba Talks, go right ahead. Tell them. I'm making this video so everybody can just theorize everything. And if people do like this theory, spread it around. Spread it all around. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to be like, how dare you take my idea. No, it's just an idea that I had, a theory, and it kind of makes sense. If the show keeps saying, oh, Jerome is not the Joker so many fucking goddamn times, then maybe we can have a character named Jack Napier, which is the Joker, comes to Gotham, sees Jerome, which probably is his family member, cousin, and shit happens, you know? So, that's all. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and be safe.
Signing off. Have a nice day.